You're welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to construct an angle of 285 degrees. It sounds impossible, but we can actually achieve that height using your set square and your compass. So the first thing you should do is just take your instrument and you draw your horizontal line this way, and you also take it and you draw your vertical line this way. So this point will be the point of concurrence where all the angles going to meet. Let me zoom it up a little bit. Now we know very well that my 285 degree will fall along this quadrant here. Why? Because this is 0 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 180 degree, this is 270 degree, right? So it falls between this quadrant here. So what I'll simply do is this. I'll take my instrument here and I am going to construct this angle this way. What have I just drawn? The angle here to the horizontal, this is 90, this is 60. To the horizontal, this is what? 60. To the vertical, this is what? 30. Are you with me? Because when you're using your set square, 30 degrees and 60 set square, when you stand it this way, right? Let me zoom it down so you see. When you stand it this way, the angle between here and here is 60 degrees. Let me write it properly. And the angle between here and here is what? 30 degrees, because 30 plus 60 will give us 90. And 180 plus 90 is 270. And I'll come here also. I am going to construct another one here. Now I am lying it down now. It is now lying down. So the angle here, see what I'm doing now? The angle between here and here now, this is 30, and the angle between here and here is 60. Because this is another quadrant. My angle is falling here, so I'll focus on this side. But there's something you should also notice here. Let me zoom it up. There's something you should also notice here. And what is it? You're forgetting one thing. The angle here and here will give us 90. Why? Because 30 plus 60 is what? Is 90. So the angle between here and here is 90. That's why it will be forming perpendicular line like this. That is 90. Can you see that? So when I bisect my 90, I'll be having 45. And when I add my 45 to 60, I'm going to be having 285. How did I mean? Watch and see. We'll test it. Just hold on. We'll use our protractor and test and see if we're correct. Now, and if you are finding it helpful, please click on the subscribe button. So when I now want to bisect this, I draw my arc between these 2 points. Let's see, this point here is point A and here is point B. For explanation's sake, you don't have to do this. When I extend it a little bit, I'll come to point A, point B or A. I will strike an arc, and I'll come to point A also. I'll strike another arc. They are meeting at this point. Let's say point C. So I'm going to draw a line that will pass from the midpoint here through point C. That will be, we have bisected angle 90. So this angle 90 here, you see, I have taken it. Why? Because watch and see. So it means that the angle between here now and here now is what? Is 45 degrees. Can you see that? Because you bisect 90. So the angle between here and here is what? 45. So let's now see. 0 plus 90 is 90. 90 plus 180. 90 plus another 90 is 180. Then 180 plus 60 will give us 240, because from here to here is 60, and 180 plus 6 is 240, and from here to here is 45. So 240 plus 45 will give us what? 285. So it means that our angle we are told to construct from this point here, let me make it more visible, from this point here, straight down to this point, from here, straight down to here is what? 200 and what? 85 degree. So I will not take in the side here. So this is our angle here. And this is our angle here. So you can actually make it smaller if you want to. So that's my 285. So from this part here to this part here is 285. So let's confirm and see if we're on track or we are wrong. So I'll take my instrument. I'll place it here. Let's take just from 270 here. Let me just come here this way. Just see what I want to do. I'll take this point. I'm only focusing on this side. So when I place it this way, can you see that? So this is 90, this is another 180 here. So we know very well that this is 180. This vertical line is 270, which representing my 0. So 270 is my 0. So then add 10 to it, 280. Add another 10 to it, 290, right? So look at now, when you add 10 to it, it is 280. So in between this and this is 5. So 280 plus 5, that will be what? 285 degree. So this is what we have here. So depending on you, so we have successfully constructed angle what? 285 degree. So you can try the rest yourself and let me know in the comment section if you find the rest easier. And you can also use other methods to solve this using your compass, and that is more technical. How will you do that? Just take your compass, you construct angle 60 here, you construct angle 30 here, and you bisect, and you get what you want to get. Should we try that and see? Let's see. And I'll place it here. Just draw your horizontal line and also draw your vertical line. Can you see that? And they are meeting at this point here. So we know very well, like I told you earlier, just take your instrument, you place it here, just draw a circular pattern, just come here, and to construct angle 60 degree, what you do is just place your compass here and you draw an arc this way. Can you see that? Where the arc touches here, we'll call it point A, and where it touches here, we'll call it what? Point B. Can you see that? Let me still take it up a little bit so you can easily have a clearer view of what I am trying to pass to you. Now, when you now come at point A with the same measurement you used to draw this arc here, right? You place it at A, strike an arc. You place it at B also, you also strike another arc. Are you with me? So take your line to flow through that point. So let's say to here to be point C and point D. You don't have to write all this. So I'll draw my line from this point here through point C. And I'll draw my line from this point here through point D. Can you see that? Now, if you look closely, the angle between here and here is 60 degree. You just calculate 60 degree, right? In between these two angles. And the angle between, I will now come here, I need to get 30 from here. So what I will simply do is, what I need, remember, I need this, my 60 degree away from the horizontal, and here I'll just bisect this two angle here. So if I place it at B, I'll strike an arc, I'll place it at D. I'll strike another arc. So where they meet, let me call it my point E. So I'll draw a line that will go through my point E. And I'll have this. Can you see that? So this is my 30 degree to the horizontal. Now what do you notice? The angle between here and here is 30. So what I have now, I have my 90 degree, just like what we had here. Hope you can see that. So what I'll just simply do, just bisect both of them. You place your angle here, your compass at this point, strike an arc. You place it at this point C here, you strike another arc. So where they are, just draw your line to pass through those points. From here, draw your line. So you bisect 90 for you to get 45. So this angle you see here, together with this angle here, right? I'm coming like this. I'm going anti-clockwise. So the angle between here and here is my 285 degree, right? That is 285 degree. So this is 0 degree, and we are going in this manner. Are we together? So let me bring it out so you see what I'm talking about. We are going in what? In that manner. Hope you can see that. So 0 degree to this point is what? My 285. Are we together? And if you want to see, if you subtract 285 from 360, what will you have? 285 from 360, that's going to give us so that will be 75. So if you check to see what the angle between here and here, let's see if here will give us 75. So when I place it this way, you just place at the center here, this point here, and 90. Or you start from 0. Let's start from 0 here. From 0 here. Let's put it here. So let's see, this is 0. Starting from 0. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75. So we remove 75 from there, we have that. So thank you for watching.